What is up, everybody, and welcome here to a quick, unexpected video here on PGHChrisTV. I just got done doing my NFL post show. Let me rephrase that. Just got done going live after the 21st pick. The Steelers pick Big Max I from Arizona State. I'll get into him in a separate video. I'm going to make a whole video on my thoughts on our entire draft after the weekend's over, probably on Sunday. We got to talk about something that absolutely bothered me to the fucking core when I saw this. I got off the air. As soon as I got off the air, I go on Twitter and I see Ian Rappaport say something about the Steelers were on the phone with MAKAI Lemon when the Eagles were on the board. I'm going to show you guys this clip. I don't give a damn what happened. I'm not even gonna. We're playing it. Here's what bothers me. Here's what Steelers fans are talking about.
Here is what it looked like from the player's point of view before we discuss.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, why Philly color? Yeah.
That is fucking.
This is Philly. They just traded for you. Philly's picking you right now.
Here is what.
I didn't want to play the rest of that because, copyright reasons. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how I feel. I know exactly how I feel. I don't know how to get the words out. But this is my show. This is my channel. I'm going to say it the way I want. Omar Khan, you are a fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot. A few things. First off, do you know how embarrassing it fucking is to play Renegade in the 21st round of the NFL draft? You make the fucking fans in the crowd in the city go crazy. I would say 85% of them are Steelers fans. Obviously, it's in the city. I don't think, but you still had those other teams that are traveling for the draft. You get Renegade to play in the 21st round. The crowd's all fired up. And first off, not only do you embarrass your city, you embarrass the fan base, you embarrassed yourself last night, Omar. You embarrassed the Steelers last night. Why in the hell? Who in their right fucking mind will call somebody, the top receiver on the board after Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson were taken? You're going to tell me that the other top receiver, when we know the Eagles are about to get rid of A.J. Brown and he's about to go to New England, you're going to tell me you had the fucking nerve. You had the nerve to go call MAKAI Lemon when the Eagles were on the clock to tell him that you guys were taking him the next pick? You didn't sit back and think, hey, the Eagles might sit and take this guy. Why don't we try to get a trade? You saw what Kansas City and Cleveland did. You saw what Dallas and Miami did. They literally swapped trades. Why didn't you call the Eagles and do the same shit? Mike McCarthy knows that you fucked up. This is where I'm talking about. This is what I said my last video when I talked about Omar Khan and McCarthy, or Art Rooney and Omar Khan. This is the one time that Rooney needs to step in and do something. This is fucking nuts. That is nuts. We don't have we don't have a quarterback to begin with. So I'm not even going to sit here and say, well, we would have had a complete offense with MAKAI Lemon. It would have solved the problem of Calvin Austin going away. It would have solved the problem of we don't have another receiver. Pittman's a slot guy. Do we not think about these things? Seriously? And then your backup plan was to go draft a kid who has played 2 years of community college, who has played soccer his entire fucking childhood, has played 1 season of real college football in a shitty Big 12 conference. The best team he played against was Texas Tech. David Bailey shit on his ass, the number 2 overall pick. People are complaining that David Bailey isn't a good player, which I don't think they've watched college football if that's truly how you feel. My point is, Texas Tech isn't even that good, and Big Macs played like shit, and that is and they still won the game. Arizona State won the game. But this is a bummer. This is a bummer first round to the draft that is in Pittsburgh. Guys, I care more about Steelers football than anything. Not being dramatic, okay? I'm talking about, any sport, even pro wrestling. I love Pittsburgh Steelers football since the day I was born. I have pictures of me since day fucking one in this earth of me and Steelers, whatever. But this rebuild, all of a sudden, I don't even want to call it a rebuild, but this change. We still have old timers in the front office. We have people that don't want to make moves. In the pro wrestling world, we call it playing safe. Omar Khan played it fucking safe. This was Triple H or Tony Khan or anybody in the biggest main event of their show, in the founding fathers of whatever. This is like Tony Khan running All In Texas in fucking Jacksonville and has the hometown guy. Let's say there was a hometown kid from Jacksonville and you had him lose to Bandito. If you watch AEW, you would, I don't know if that's a good analogy, but my point is you're taking somebody who, I don't know how to explain it. You're taking a group of people that don't want to develop, that don't want to move on with the old time, with the new players coming up. We still are waiting on Aaron Rodgers after how many months? I want to see, I want you guys, because I'm at a loss for words. I know I might be speaking gibberish. I'm not the only one that feels this way. Let's go out to the Twitter nation and really see what's going on. First off, Josh Roundtree, I agree 100% with what he said. And that was the tweet that I originally said right here, where he said, I mean, the Steelers playing Renegade and then immediately letting their fan base down is extremely one of the funniest things ever. It is. And then we have how did they let us down? They need a tackle. Yeah. If you guys watch me and Bob Quinn on Red Hot Steelers Takes, you guys know I've been saying the Vega kid from Penn State. But where does he go? And that's something else. The number one guard that the Steelers should have gone after, in my opinion, he's on the rival team. Just wanted to get that out there. Robert Griffin. I want to address Robert Griffin's tweet. The Steelers just got in all caps, Sweet Feet Max Ian Naker out of Arizona. I'm calling him Big Max for the rest of his career in Pittsburgh. He's 325 pounds, but moves with light feet, loose hips, and natural athleticism from his basketball and soccer roots. Yeah, Robert Griffin, just have Giannis Antetokounmpo go into the NFL, play a tight end, and tell me how that works out. Go and have Cristiano Ronaldo go play running back and tell me how that works out. Elite level in all caps pass pro guy that gave up 0 sacks in 2025. I'm going to get back to that in a second. 0 sacks in 2025. He's correct. Having only played football for 5 years. Barely a handful. 5 years. He will only get better and better in the Steelers looking to get back to the days of just bruising, which you spelled fucking bruising wrong, you clown. Up front, you didn't spell upright either. Up front, and the pick is vain. Whatever. I don't know what you were drinking at the draft. But that's what we call a drunk tweet. This was my response. No disrespect, because I enjoy RG3. I do. Robert Griffin was one of my favorite non-Steelers players as a kid. Why? I don't live too far from well, they're in Maryland, so you guys gotta understand, right? Not to get off subject, when CBS wants to put the Ravens or any team from that region over the Steelers, they can, because where I live is technically closer to Baltimore. It's weird. It's weird, but it's a regional thing. So I watched a lot of RG3 games when I wasn't watching the Steelers. One of my favorites, and this is no disrespect, but he mentioned his soccer background. 5 years of playing the game, 2 years at, again, community college. He got absolutely destroyed by David Bailey in that Texas Tech defense in the run game. He's a fucking terrible run game offensive lineman. And you know that damn well. Why do I say that? And I have him muted because she's just very annoying. But I did see this on my timeline. He is an elite level pass pro guy. Okay, I'll give him the 0 sacks led. Again, David Bailey, who's a good, in my opinion, I watch college football. In my opinion, a good pass rusher. He's a good edge. He's better on the run. He destroyed the shit out of Big Macs in that Texas Tech game. And the only reason why they didn't win is because their offense sold. Texas Tech's offense sold. Last time we went, why am I this? And I did do some typos, but at least I spelled right. Why am I, as a Steelers fan, supposed to believe that this is a promising first round pick when we could have traded up at least a spot or two? The last time we went all in on an offensive lineman was Broderick Jones. And how the fuck has that turned out? How has that turned out? Like, Steelers fans, we got to be honest with ourselves. It's okay to not like who is being drafted. Now, I said this on my immediate post show. We got something that we needed. That's the positive. We got something that we needed. It's not the player that we wanted. It's really not the position we should have targeted in the first round. In my opinion, it's just, I just know the Steelers were going to do that. It's the typical Pittsburgh Steelers. We draft defensive tackles, linebackers, or offensive linemen. It's how it rolls, ladies and gentlemen. It's how it works. Listen to Ian Rapp's shit.
Steelers get on the at 20 with everyone knowing they were going defense. Pittsburgh Steelers get on the phone with MAKAI Lemon, planning to select him next at 21. except what they didn't know is the Eagles had actually traded up over them, were trying to get in touch with Lemon, but he wasn't answering because he was already on the phone with the Steelers.
I mean, you just don't do that. You just don't do that, guys. You don't do that. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm gonna do a video on the draft. Me and Bob will be live on Monday. Most likely, I will be doing a video. Hopefully this weekend. My computer was having some issues after I got done here doing the live for the immediate reaction for the draft, and I got weekly wrestling to do with my guys over on the Sports Jedi Network tomorrow. So on Saturday. So we got to we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure that out. But overall, it is embarrassing. The Steelers got embarrassed in their own territory, in their own hometown, in the draft. We'll see how round two goes. We'll see how round two goes. Are we gonna get a quarterback? Are we gonna get Denzel Boston? Omar Cooper's off the board. Skylar Bell. Carson Beck. Only time will tell. Only time will tell, and we'll get into all that stuff this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate it. I have been PGH Chris. Go follow all socials at PGH Chris at Sports Jedi Network, and we will see you guys in the next one.